And we are back with the Showdown on Iokath quest. Hopefully the last one in the series, because it is about 2 a.m. and I really need to get to bed. But it looks like we have some cool abilities, and hey, we have an Explorer achievement for accessing every area of the planet, at least everyone in the game currently. Charge weapons, we have load missiles, that's good to do probably. Oh, okay, so we can either do overcharged cannons or we can do missiles. I guess we can't do both. So let's see what these things do then. Poor power cell probably didn't need all that. That was cool. Again, probably overkill. Number 2 is Stomp, I think. There we go. I guess it is kind of cool using the walker or something different, but by the time I learn all this for like a 10-minute quest, I'd almost rather just, you know, do things the normal way. Come on, missiles. Let's stomp on this guy here. That did a lot of damage. Now, the missiles are already loaded. What button uses them? 7 is load missiles still. 4 is charge weapons. 3 is the heavy cannon. There you go, missile launch. Alright, so that's the AoE. Okay, I used up one of those 7 charges. I can't interrupt that guy. Once again, though, the Stomp seems to be one of the, oh, I didn't mean to do that. One of the most powerful abilities for the walker. Let's blow this guy up. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, starting to get the hang of this. What is this? Overcharged cannon, so I have to use this one first probably to do that. Homing missiles. I don't know what I need to do to get that activated. And I have to be out of combat, I assume, to use that guy. And I am not... Oh, that guy's still alive with 0% HP left. Alright, now I can prepare a bit. Can I grab loot while I'm in walker form? I certainly hope so. No, maybe not. Am I too far away? Like, it's lit up. That seems like a kind of annoying bug. There we go. Alright, so it does work, just not very well. Let's stomp on the warrior first. Actually, let's fire some missiles. Alright, so they don't do great single target damage. That does. I like that your auto attack is also, if you're on top of them, a stomp. It's kind of cool too. It changes based on what your proximity is. Alright, I'm not going to bother with these anymore because it clearly needs some fine tuning. If you're listening by where you definitely need to get a bigger development team, because the fact that it's been a few months and you didn't have time to iron out the bugs with this, and you delayed it, that's kind of sad, honestly. Alright, well, let's head up this way, I suppose. Can we even go that way? Or we have to go down here, okay. So can we jump off the ledge? It does seem to be the fastest way into the base. Stompy time. There is something strangely satisfying about stomping enemies in a giant walker. It's got some radius, that's kind of nice. Alright, let's go ahead and charge up these things, try out the other weapons. Oh, they're not exclusive. The cooldowns on these are exclusive, but you can charge up both. This is increased for each stack of power. So I wonder if that's like our AoE and that's like our single target. Hopefully we don't lose him during this cutscene.
Commander, Agent Sean, you're just in time. From this seat I will harness the power of Iokath's super weapon and lay waste to your eternal alliance.
Step away from the throne and you can end this war right now.
Oh, I will end this war. In spectacular fashion. Witness the last gasp of your pathetic alliance.
Asina, no!
Wouldn't she die too, though? Also, I don't think there are that many Alliance personnel on the planet.
It's beautiful. I see a radiant empire, infused with the Force, built by the molten gods. They're gracing me with the superweapon's power. It belongs to the Sith Empire.
Although I guess she's using it on other planets as well, because they did mention that they've tested on 4 other planets before using it here on Iokath, so I suppose that's her plans then.
It was only a matter of time before Asina snapped.
You're wrong, Commander. It's you who are blind. No! The gates are closing!
The throne is rejecting your input. You've lost your hold on the superweapon.
No! I can still see it. I know what I must do. They are coming!
Don't think that went as intended. I saw a type there as well. Wonder if he's representing the gods, since he's probably the only one that's been modeled so far. Yay, walker time. Did my buffs go away? Oh, not quite. Everything goes on cooldown though. Keep moving, keep moving. I don't know if AoEs are really even worth it, but you can see it, this is. Alright, full power. Didn't actually do that much. And the cooldown on top of that, yeah, seems like Stomp is the way to go. Should probably use an auto attack. Kind of a shame. You think 8 stacks of that would make it like insanely powerful, like a one-shot on these guys, but it does not. I really should stomp this guy, but I'm also standing in the bad stuff. Once we finish off another one, they'll only have a third of their original DPS. That should give us a big advantage. There we go.
Commander, you were right. I've awakened the gods. Nothing can stop them.
Okay, so that's the backstory to the up then. That's kind of cool. Oh, can you kill her right here and now? My character would never do it, but I really want to try to see what happens, like, story-wise. Like, it would seem weird for them to build this character of, you know, here's the new leader of the Empire, only to kill her off right now. Like, they've already killed off enough successive leaders of the Empire. They need somebody to stay around for at least a little while. And the Republic, too. Does this mean you can kill Jace Malcolm if you're on the Empire side? Like, I have to assume that this is one of those choices that's not really a choice, where they live no matter what. But I guess we won't find out today, because I'm going with number 2 instead.
Who are these gods? What did you see when you activated the throne?
They are the 6. They showed me the end of all things. And it was beautiful.
Or I guess she dies anyway.
I have to admit, I respected her. For Sith. On the bright side, that power flux knocked out the superweapon's defenses. And killed the signal that put our ships in lockdown. The Eternal Fleet's back online.
It's about time.
Commander, I'm detecting massive power spikes at the superweapon facility.
Let me guess. That's bad.
More like catastrophic. The weapon core is charging and no one's at the controls. If you don't deactivate it soon, it may obliterate the entire planet.
It is kind of a shame that Asina died without getting to actually fight us, though. Like, you think that would have made it... If they were going to kill her off, or kill Jace off if you're a Sith, I suppose, you should have at least had the chance to actually, like, fight them in a battle. That would have been a cool way to end this, this storyline. Instead of just fighting 3 random droids.
How soon until the weapon fries Iokath?
We're talking minutes. You'll never make it in time.
All right, let's stop talking
the
then.
shield's down. I can remotely slice into the mainframe from here. Maybe buy you enough time to manually kill the weapon at the source.
Do whatever it takes. In the meantime, tell our forces to take shelter. Be safe, both of you.
You too, Commander.
Eternal Fleet, move into position and charge all forward batteries. It's time to knock out a super weapon.
Oh, am I one of these droids again? No, I was just behind the droid. Travel to the super weapon compound. Okay. Still part of the same quest. Showdown Iokath. So at least now we have a little bit of backstory for the, do we have to go into that thing? Sure looks like it. For the operation. But we still don't know a lot about who the old gods are. Or not the old gods, the gods of Zeos, I guess. Not Zeos, the Zakuulian gods. Or what their relation is to this planet and to the civilization that will become Zakul. As with most legends, there seems to be a grain of truth in it. And it seems to have originated with these giant robots.
Theron, I've reached the super weapon facility. How do I shut it down?
You'll need to interface with the main controls. Look for a throne, take a seat, then hope for the best.
Yeah, familiar technology indeed.
Am I crazy, or is this the third one I've seen today?
We could start a collection. Time's running out. Hurry!
Well, there's Tyth.
Where am I? Who are you?
I am Rage, Molten Fury, your god, and your destroyer.
Yeah, I don't think this is necessarily true, but it makes sense that Aravail would assume him to be the super weapon, so let's see what he says to that.
It's you, isn't it? You're the super weapon everyone's fighting over.
I am one of 6. Show me your rage. Calm, peace, it denies fury, a sacrifice mediocre.
I didn't come here to be poked and prodded.
You had no choice. You were lured here. Blinded by duty, distracted by trust. You did not see the blade to your neck. The rage in your shadow, the traitor. You are betrayed.
Interesting. It looks a little like Valen from behind, but I'm pretty sure she's actually dead, so... Wonder who it could be then. Alana, maybe? Although I think you get her back as a companion, so I don't see how they would have her betray you and then have that happen.
I've given up everything to help the galaxy rebuild. Who would try to destroy me?
One marked by anger, pain, hope eroding.
I'm sure there are plenty.
The betrayer lured you to Iokath, ignited war, sparked the engines of rage, envy, passion, hate, sorrow. The betrayer now offers you sacrifice pride, fuel for the 6 gods.
I assume that those 5 emotions he mentioned are the domains of the... There are 6 gods, but I think 2 of them are twin gods. So maybe they're both gods of envy or the same thing. It would make sense if... What were they? Let's see. engines of rage, so maybe he's rage. There's 2 envy, passion, hate could be the father god, and sorrow the mother god, maybe? I think Saiva is the name of the mother god, who seems to be the head one. Interesting storyline, though. But I am curious to find out who this person is that brought us here as the prime sacrifice.
What do you mean by sacrifice?
Witness.
I also suspect, too, that he might not just be
Ships
a
of
very
the
powerful
Eternal Fleet,
droid.
open fire!
Maybe some kind of actual spirit or force spirit or something entrapped in that form.
Lana.
Don't worry, Commander. You're safe.
I found the super weapon. It was a giant droid.
I know. You've been talking in your sleep.
I almost had to stuff a sock in your mouth. Whatever that droid is, you knocked it out of commission with the Eternal Fleet. Now it's recharging and gearing up for a counterattack.
Which is why we must strike soon. Hesitate too long and the Titan may destroy us all.
Still trying to figure out who that cloaked figure could have been. I mean, it could be Lana or Theron, obviously. Could be Alara or Quinn, but I feel like they wouldn't make it a companion because then you'd almost be forced to kill them. And I don't know, it just doesn't seem like a writing thing Bioware would do to make your companions betray you. Especially when some people have grown very fond of them and have romances with them, and it just doesn't seem likely. But I'm trying to think who else it could possibly be. I mean, there are a lot of people in our alliance, but none that really stands out above the rest.
Someone betrayed me. They lured me into that death trap and sabotaged the throne, just like they tricked all of us into fighting a war on Iokath.
The conspiracy cuts deeper than we imagined.
Sounds like an inside job, all right. Only a handful of people could get close enough to sabotage the throne.
Who could have done such a thing?
Yeah, all good choices. I don't think it'd be Malcolm, because it feels like all of us were kind of trapped into this, and not one side or the other really starting us. Could have been any of them, but Lana seems the most devious, but I still don't think either of them did. I think it's going to be another someone about to be revealed.
You're my spy master, Lana. No one's better positioned to stick a blade between my ribs.
Well, I'm glad that's out in the open.
If Lana's under suspicion, you better add me to the lineup. I am the better spy, after all.
How kind of you, Theron.
Then there's Malcolm, Ago, Visla, Satil, the entire Alliance army.
Whoever it is, I want them rooted out, quickly.
There's only one solution. You must monitor everyone.
Hold on, Minister of Paranoia. You can't invade everyone's privacy to sniff out a single rat.
I can't, but the Commander can. Give the order and I'll begin surveillance of everyone, even Theron and myself. It's the only way to flush out the traitor.
Interesting. I mean, I'm all for privacy and all, but also this is, it's gonna be, let's say, dark side choice. I mean, this is really a military organization too, and I think we kind of have a right to know what our people are up to. I wouldn't, say go in their like personal files or anything, but watching their movements, who they communicate with. I think it's kind of something when you sign up for an endeavor like this, you're kind of aware that your communications will be monitored. But it is a dark side choice. So I can't really think of what I would do. I have to think of what my character would do. And even though it makes logical sense, I think, in this case, I think it would still feel wrong, so he would still go with this choice.
I won't let one traitor turn me against my followers. They've earned my trust.
I'm glad someone hasn't lost their mind.
Trust is a risk, now more than ever.
But assuming they do deserve that trust, who else could it be?
Commander, I knew you'd pull through, and back in fighting shape no less. I hope you're ready to return to the front lines.
I mean, it's possible that, like, Scorpio has another robot form and it was her in those robes, but I'm pretty sure there was a choice to not let her take over the planet and let the other guy keep it, in which case, I mean, I guess he could be the one betraying you in those cases. I don't know. I don't see any obvious suspects here, which makes this interesting.
Their Empress is dead. Are the Imperials really refusing to surrender?
Afraid so. The imps are dug in and armed to the teeth. Now that Asina's gone, they're more desperate than ever for control of Iokath.
The Empire can't fight forever.
Cape
Without
issues.
Asina's guidance, they'll be crushed between our armies.
Victory's never been closer. We need to keep hammering the Empire. Day by day, hour by hour. Only then will we win this war. Now, if you'll excuse me, the battlefield's calling my name. I'll see you on the front lines.
Day by day, hour by hour. Sounds like a daily area.
We'll track his movements, see what he's hiding.
I'll promise you right now, whoever this traitor is, we will find them.
And we'll make them pay.
I know you will. While you start searching, I'm going to win the war they started.
For the Eternal Alliance.
May the Force serve us all.
Could be Arkan, too. 'Cause I'm trying to think who would have a reason to awaken the Zakulian gods. Like, who would have had an ulterior motive to do this all along? Part of their overall plan. It's a cool idea, but... And even Arkan, though, I'm pretty sure you have a choice to either let him join you or to kill him. I haven't followed the storyline and its different permutations close enough to really know which choices are choices and which ones aren't. But definitely has me thinking, and I'm sure you can probably look up theories online to see what it is. And there's probably some obvious choices that just haven't occurred to me at 2:13 in the morning. But anyway, I think that's it, guys. That is the end of Showdown on Iokath and the expansion as a whole, the War on Iokath. So that's where the storyline ends for now. Yeah, this directs me back to that console again, which I think then, yeah, you choose which side to help, at least day by day, and then you can do dailies, which I'm not going to do in this video for sure. I might not do in any video, and I don't know. If they're the same thing as those quests, I'll have to ask some people and see if they are, and I probably won't do them again anyway. So I'm going to stand here and admire the view, and leave you guys with that. As always, thank you for watching, and stay tuned for plenty more SWTOR videos. I will see you all then.